you need tonight. A little something to whet your appetite, and it's gonna make you feel alright. Sweet Gravy and Carmen Kirk, check them out as they go to work. Congratulations on your new podcast. Now open up a can of whoop ass and blast, blast, blast. This is Angelo, and I hope you like this show. Wow. Wow, yeah.
Ooh, Carmen, you know what I had to eat last night?
What?
I made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Did you?
Have you ever had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
You don't eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich as an adult?
I gotta be in a mood for it. Once in a while, everything comes back around, and you'll just get a taste for something you haven't had in a long time, and it's like, all right. But just, I don't really got a taste for peanut butter and jelly right now.
Well, I had this peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
You know what? You put extra on it too. You probably put Nutella.
No.
We got marshmallows in there.
No.
You might have melted down that for
I
fluff.
literally, it was just a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That's all you had?
Yeah, that's it.
What about the hot wings?
Well, no, that was like
So you had hot wings and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
the peanut butter and jelly sandwich was like dinner time. The wings, they weren't really, the temperature wise, they were hot, but spicy wise, they're a little on the mild side, let's be honest. So you could hold it with the hot wings.
I'm just saying, you had wings and peanut butter and jelly last night. That's crazy. That is a weird combination.
Before I picked you up, I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I came to the realization?
What?
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich is really just cake.
I guess.
Right? Isn't it just like a cake?
I guess.
Like it's like a handheld cake.
This is a place here called Crumble Cookies.
Uh-huh. It's
And
a
the-
chain of cookie places.
Yeah, and this girl told me, she's like, you want to know what the best cookie is I had there? I was like, what? She's like, the peanut butter and jelly cookie. I was like, gross. So-
There's in Louisville. There's the pie and shake house or something. I can't remember what it's called. I have to ask Dan. But they have a peanut butter and jelly shake.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine drinking a peanut butter and jelly instead
No.
of eating it as a sandwich?
No. It depends on, like, some people can do it the right way. Some people can, like, some people know how to transform certain things into certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had where did I get this from? But I had a French onion sandwich. Oh, it was from what's the place? Duck Fat.
Mm-hmm.
Duck Fat had a French onion soup sandwich.
Mm-hmm. That would be good.
So it was a sandwich, and then they gave you like the little sauce to dip it in.
Uh-huh.
It was a French onion soup sandwich, and it tastes exactly like you're eating French onion soup, but it was in sandwich form. And I was very impressed by that, actually.
Yeah. Duck Fat, they did some good things.
It was some stuff they had, and I was like, Jesus, like
Ooh.
that shaved pork sandwich they had. I was like, God damn, that's good.
And then they did some things that were very good.
Yeah, they had stuff that wasn't very good, but I like the fact that they just threw things at the wall to see what, they would just try different stuff. And
Just
like,
have a special for a day, and that's it.
yeah,
We sold it for a day. And that's it.
But the good part about that is it makes the workers work more because people are like, oh, I get to put my thing on the menu, and it makes them excited and like
Gives there
engaged.
some ownership.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes them engaged in their job and like makes them work harder. So like, I wish other places would think more like that.
They what were their fries? The poutine that they had. We had a friend come visit us, and we got like 3 orders of poutine because that was like what the big thing, right? And
and she was like, "I'll pay for it." I'm like, "Girl, you don't have to pay
Oh,
for
man, it
it." It's
costs way
like,
too
"Girl,
much.
you about to pay $100 for poutine, girl? It's expensive."
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, I think came out to like $50.
It was like $60.
Yeah,
But
well, that's because you get the
I get the
brisket on there, the
yeah.
bacon, the cheese, everything.
Well, we go and we start eating it, and it looks like she's just like picking at it a little bit, and then I felt like so guilty because like she bought all these gravy fries, right? Oh man! And then they're like, "Do you like it?" And then she like lifted up the bowl, and it was completely empty. She's like, "It was hilarious."
And she's such a tiny girl,
Yeah.
so for her to be able to like eat all that, it was pretty impressive. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, it was some good stuff there that we used to get. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think that a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is like a cake.
It's like a handheld cake.
Yeah.
I've come to the realization.
Okay, if
Yeah.
that's where you want to go
That's
with
where
it,
it
that's
is.
fine.
It's a cake.
You think so?
Yeah. You got the cake, which is bread. What is cake, really? It's just a sweet bread, right?
I guess you could say that.
Right? What's the consensus? What is, well, I guess cake is made from batter.
Right.
Bread
You
is made from dough.
You going too much into it. The cake don't got yeast in it.
There's no cake with yeast?
I'm not saying it ain't, but that's not typical. You need yeast for bread.
I don't know.
You must have yeast for bread.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you're just thinking too much into it. That's craziness.
It's basically a cake. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
You need to be eating more of
cake.
those instead of the shit that you get at the store.
What do you mean?
Every time we go grocery shopping, you come out of there, you're like, I spent $120. I'm like, on what? Like, how did you spend that much?
So much money on the groceries.
Because you just got $20 bag of wings when you could just get the bag of wings for $4.99 and make them yourself.
With the $20 bag, you make them yourself.
No, I know, but like you could get the $5 bag without the spicy stuff on there, just raw wings, and then just.
But then
cook
you
them.
get the spicy stuff, and then it equals out.
No, because we already got that stuff here.
Buffalo sauce is $7 a bottle.
We already got
you
a
get
bottle.
A condiment. You get a condiment. It's like $7 now.
Yeah, that's true. Unless you get like the off-brand Kroger brand of like
Even
mustard. Even that's like $4, like $3.29 for like an off-brand mustard. But like A1 sauce is like $9. It's like something got to give. We need some more goddamn stimulus checks.
Just bring back the stimulus.
Bring back the stimulus.
Where's that free
checks.
money at?
Yeah, because this is out of control right now. And everybody's like, go to Aldi if you don't mind food that's not name brand. I'm like, sometimes that stuff that ain't name brand don't be tasting right.
You can get things that you're not gonna really realize are not name brand though.
Yeah, but the last time I tried it, I didn't like it. The last time I tried the off-brand stuff, I was like, this ain't right. I'd rather just spend the money than eat this stuff.
Right.
It's like, Jesus. Like you look at the cereal, it's not even Chex. It's a crispy hexagons. What the fuck?
Those crispy hexagons are good.
I don't even want to eat it just because it's not. It's just, I don't know. That's crazy. You just kind of get used to having like certain things, and then I don't know. Everything's just so high right now, so it makes sense to go to Aldi and like get some stuff, or maybe we could start going to GFS or something like that, and stocking up on some
Get
stuff.
the big cans.
See, that's
Number 10 cans.
That's obnoxious. That's too much.
Huh?
That's the problem. It's only two of us.
Right.
So like food
So
goes
if
to
we-
waste here in our house.
If we get that number 10 can of what would we get?
I like corn.
Corn. We'd get a number 10 can of corn.
I would have to put it in baggies and freeze it. And nobody want to freeze fucking canned corn. So you can't, like, that's not an option.
Right.
So you have to get stuff like, I don't know, like the big things, a hamburger, and then you can divide those individually and then freeze them.
Like the 5-pound chubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do that and then individually freeze it. But when it comes to like the other stuff, it's just like, I don't need this big tub of ketchup. I don't even like ketchup that much.
Comes with a pump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even
And
like
we're
ketchup.
we're just in the kitchen pumping ketchup.
Yeah.
Like we can't put our blender there because that's where the ketchup goes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. It kind of sucks. But I'll tell you one other thing that sucks in Ohio right now is the water here. the water here, they need as much help as Flint need right now. Maybe not as
That's a
much,
bit
but
much.
that's a bit much. But Jesus Christ, it's like, why is the water so bad here? I just assume because I'm from Detroit that by it being so close, but it doesn't work that way because Detroit water and Flint water is two different things. And they're right next. I mean, they right down the street from each other.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the water here is pretty bad, and I have to use my Brita filter
Mm-hmm.
in order to drink the water here.
Right.
Has to be filtered. It's like no way around it.
Yeah.
Or bottled water.
Yeah. It's pretty gross.
Yeah.
Pretty gross water.
Yeah, you always get upset at me about using the styrofoam cups,
Mm-hmm.
and I love them.
Yeah.
It makes the water taste a little better if you
No,
put
it
it in the
doesn't.
styrofoam cup.
It's in your head.
So I get that styrofoam cup and then I fill it up with ice cubes and water.
Uh-huh. You
Yeah.
always have a styrofoam cup.
hmm
Yeah. Like you could like just use the same one.
Well, when I go to work, I
Because
don't
it
bring a
doesn't
cup to work. I bring
I
the
know,
cup
but
home from work.
You could take it.
At home, I don't. I mean, at work, I could use a regular cup and not a styrofoam cup.
Right.
But I don't trust those dishwashers.
Okay.
I don't think they wash the dishes very good. I just don't trust them. So I get a styrofoam cup.
Yeah. Well, that's no good.
There's a guy who comes into our job, and every time he comes in to eat, he's like, "Can I have plasticware, please?" He does not want to use the silverware to like eat with.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder why he does that. Does he think like the silverware is not clean? Is that why he does it? Because you eat off the plate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, but he's always like, "I need to have plasticware, please."
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay.
Maybe he takes it.
No, he uses it.
Huh.
I don't know. I know that if you ever go to the hospital because you get sick or something and you have to eat at the hospital, you better ask for your stuff on styrofoam because them dishes definitely be dirty.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it.
They
I've
got
worked
food,
there.
Old food on, but it's clean old food.
It's clean old food, but oh my god, it's so disgusting to even think about.
Mm-hmm.
They
Well, you got thousands of those trays,
mm-hmm.
right? There's bound 10 of them are gonna be dirty.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the way it is.
And when they get busy like that, I've seen, and when I worked at the hospital, I've seen people put food on top of the already food and stuff. And it's like these people are in those hospital beds sick and can't do nothing about it. They probably don't even realize that the stuff is on there because you just slop the other food on top of it. I'm like, after that experience, I was like, if you ever go to the hospital, you better get paper plates or like styrofoam because them plates are not clean.
Right.
It's just not possible for the dishwasher to be able to crank out that many dishes, you know. So I don't know, that kind of sucks. So I guess I understand why he wants the plasticware,
Right.
but he still eat off the plate, so it's
Still
the same
like-
shit.
But the food goes on top of the plate.
Yeah,
They don't really see it.
That's
You don't
so-
see the empty plate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so gross to think about it.
Like, wait, you don't know.
Yeah,
Won't hurt you.
I guess until you find out, and you're like, ooh, that's so funny. But yeah, that's the biggest thing here is the water. I'm a water drinker, and the water here is not very good at all. So that kind of sucks.
Yeah, us being people that like we don't really like. You've gotten like you're drinking soda now.
I'm not drinking soda. Why do you say soda? I don't drink soda hardly ever.
What is it?
It's Minute Maid
Minute Maid
fruit punch.
fruit punch out of a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
A what kind of bottle?
A plastic bottle,
And what's usually next to it?
water.
No, on the other side.
I don't know.
Soda. It's a soda bottle.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, however, it's Minute Maid fruit punch.
Yeah, it's basically soda.
I guess if
It's
you
the
want-
same thing.
If you want,
it's not fizzy.
Yeah.
You're right.
I don't like the fizzies.
Uh-huh.
It's too strong. Like I had Sprite recently. It was so fucking strong. I was like, damn, I ain't had Sprite in so long.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is strong. I had to add some orange, some high C orange to it. It's
Oh
like,
my-
Jesus Christ. You know? Oh,
Anyway, you've been getting into the sugary drinks.
yeah.
Yeah.
But mostly I drink water.
Right.
But sometimes I do want a little bit of flavor.
Uh-huh.
So, but we still got squeezers in the refrigerator that hasn't been drank.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, how many squeezers can you drink?
Right.
That's pretty funny.
Last week we you had a squeezer while we did this and you didn't finish it.
Nope. I'm wasteful too.
Yeah.
I think you always say I'm very wasteful.
Yeah.
Well, when you're done with it, what you supposed to do with it? It's like, you want me to just put it uncovered in the refrigerator with just a little sip of it in there?
No, you just finish it.
So we sitting here and we're doing this podcast, and before we started, I happened to look up to the closet and I noticed that you have a bowl there. A bowl there.
A bowl?
Yeah, for marijuanas.
Okay.
But you don't smoke.
Right.
Why do you have it? Neither one of us uses it.
Right.
You just like stuff.
No. A friend of mine is a glass blower.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to show some support and
Is that all he do is bows? He don't do nothing else?
He does he makes like cactuses and like cool like plants and stuff. He does like really neat stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent him a message and I said, hey, I wouldn't mind buying something from you for X amount of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, okay, I got you. And then he said, do you want to know what it is before I send it? I said, no, just, whatever. And a week later, that came in the mail.
And what did? You just sent him over the money?
Yeah.
And then he just sent something random to you?
Right.
And that's because everybody smoke weed nowadays. He probably assumed you smoked or something.
Right.
He's like, he's going to love this.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, it's cool. It's got colors.
It's so
It's
silly.
got colors in it, which is made from gold.
Mm-hmm.
And then the blue tint is actually from sterling silver.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's really, like, it is a work of art.
I guess, but it's just a useless work of art.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just more stuff.
I was just showing some support.
Yeah.
That's all.
I get it. I mean, that's pretty cool that you did that,
Yeah.
I guess. So if you ever
If somebody wants to go out and do something that's like following their dream, I would like to say, okay, if I can support that, I would.
Well, I wonder if his fucking ass listen to our podcast while you supporting him buying shit.
Does he know about it?
I don't know, but you probably
Probably
should
not.
have. You probably should have.
Probably
told him,
not.
Hey, I'll buy some glass. Support our podcast. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he went to like a competition in Las Vegas a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think he like came in third or something.
No, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Imagine the burns you get though from that.
Yeah.
Like,
That'd be the worst.
your whole skin gone. That's like you got to get a skin graft after you get your ass burnt on. Like I wouldn't. That's too dangerous of a job, of a hobby to be doing. I think it's like I know I'm clumsy too. Like oh hell no, I get enough burns on me from working in the kitchen. I couldn't even imagine like getting a little bit of that fire dripped on you. Oh my god. And if you wipe it, it's gonna wipe everything off with it. So what you supposed to do?
Right. It's just you gotta. That's the pain.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So this story went viral that I was watching on the internet, and it was this kid, and then the substitute teacher and her, they get into a fight, and the lady kind of beat her up. And like she had her pinned down on the ground.
Explain it differently.
Okay, so there was a kid in about maybe 8th grade, 9th grade, maybe first year of high school or something like that, and there was a substitute teacher in the class, and I guess she had her phone out, and the teacher took her phone off the desk. It was like, give me your phone. Took her phone. Well, the little girl was like, no, you gotta give me my phone back. Like, you're not taking my phone. Like, and she's like, why you take my phone? You ain't take nobody else's. I don't know if the teacher didn't see everybody else's, and she just happened to see hers, and so she took it. It's like, you took mine and nobody else's. Like, other people got phones too, but like you're using yours, and you got caught. So she take the girl phone. The girl was like, give me my phone back. So then the girl started swinging on her, and then the teacher beat her up. It's like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, you are only 14 years old. This is a grown lady.
Right.
What do you think you was gonna swing on her and then she wasn't gonna hit you back,
She's
or
a
like?
teacher. She's not allowed to hit me.
Oh, she's a teacher. I can just hit her and she can't do anything.
Right.
And then she whipped your ass.
Yeah.
Now her parents are mad and all that, and it's like, why is the parents mad?
Mm-hmm.
Like, teach your children not to hit adults. Like,
Right.
start there.
Maybe don't hit people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like this, somebody was commenting on it, and they were saying that kids get respect. Kids that stay in a child's place. Kids get compassion, and like people are empathetic towards children. But once you jump out of that place and you want to act like you grown, you get beat up. Grown people get beat up for hitting people. Like, so you're pretty much, if you want to be in a grown up's place, then like you got to accept the consequences.
Especially, yeah, because you're also like so close to being an adult.
Right.
Also, it's not like you're
A little kid.
a child.
Right.
You know?
Little kids get a little, like the teacher ain't gonna beat up an 8-year-old, 9-year-old. They,
Right.
you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you a big ass girl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to beat your ass. You didn't punch me in the face. Okay, you don't have to. You don't have to get beat up.
It's funny. So my junior year of high school, for some reason, I had a phone on me. It wasn't my phone. It was one of my parents' phones. I didn't get a phone until like later.
Yeah.
And, like previously that week, this guy was on his phone, and these aren't even like smartphones. These are like little like flip phones and like the Nokia bricks and stuff. Like they weren't advanced. There's no reason for you to have your phone out. You know,
Right.
like in school, it wasn't as cool as it is now.
Yeah. Only thing you could do is play Brick Breaker or something. One of
Right.
those little games.
Yeah. And this guy got his phone taken away. He was like a fifth year senior.
A what?
A fifth year senior.
Oh, he had failed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Damn, boy, you a 5th year senior.
and we were in history class, and he had his phone taken away from him because he had it out for some reason. And then later on that week, it was a Friday, because I was wearing my football jersey. On game days, you go to school and you wear your jersey. And my phone it rang. Somebody was trying to call one of my parents, and my phone was on. And the same teacher, same class, he looked at me, and I turned off my phone. I put it back in my pocket, and then nothing was said or anything. The teacher just like looked at me, and then the guy says, "I guess if I played football, I could have my phone too," because he had his phone taken away.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, damn, don't throw me under the bus. Yeah, maybe if you played football, you would have been able to keep your phone, but you
But
don't.
he was playing with his phone.
Right.
Yeah.
Yours
So it's
just
kinda-
rang and then you turned it off.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe if that my point is that girl probably has had some issues before.
Right.
You're not just some little girl that, goes to hit the teacher.
Yeah.
You got some other things going on too.
Definitely.
You've been doing other things. So it was probably just that girl's time.
Yeah. But I mean, like, you see it all the time. Like the stuff, like people don't understand. These teachers are underpaid, and they have to deal with all these different personalities, disrespectful kids, and all this stuff. So like, you're gonna push somebody to a point where they're gonna beat you up. So you don't know what's going on in their life. They might not even be able to pay their rent this month, and then you gonna jump up and punch me. You're gonna get your ass whooped today.
Yeah.
Today is not the day to do that. But it just is what it is. The school thing is very weird. But I remember having this really cool phone. It was like a red burgundy Nokia or something like that. It was the one that slid up and then the keyboard at the bottom. And it
Like
was
a sidekick.
yeah, like a sidekick similar to that. And I'm like, oh, I got this cool phone, and I'm on a bus with it on my way to school. And on the way to school, there was kids on the bus from my school and kids on the bus from the other school, Murray Wright. Those were the ghetto kids. I went to the art school, which was for the smart kids. So the bus stop for Murray Wright was before our school. So those kids would get off the bus at their stop, and then it would go down to our stop. And the girl on the bus, this big ass fucking girl too, man. This bitch was a fucking big girl. And she's like, hey, that's really cool. Let me see that. And so I'm so fucking stupid. I show her my phone. I should have been like, no, you can't touch it. But like, she's like, oh, that's cool. Can I check that out? And I let her see it. And then she got to her stop. And she was like, I'm taking it. And then she just get off the bus with it. No, the fuck, you not taking it. So then I get off the bus with her. I'm like, give me my phone back. She's like, you ain't getting shit. Fuck that. Like, I'd beat your ass out here. She would have definitely killed me. But I was going to take that ass whooping to get my phone back. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to follow you into the school because y'all got metal detectors because y'all ghetto at y'all school. So you're not about to get through security with it because I'm going to be like, hey, she just took my phone and I'm not leaving like till she give me my phone back. So then she threw it at me and I caught it because she knew that she's going to get in trouble because I was not leaving. It's like, I'm going into the school with you and I'm going to get my phone back. So they're going to make you give me my phone back. So then at that point, she realized that she wasn't going to win and she just threw it back at me. And then I had to go, wait on a bus again to get to school. And then I was like 45 minutes late because this bitch take my phone and walk off the bus.
Right.
It's like, I don't understand why people are like
why
that.
were you late today, Miss Jones? Well, let me tell you. This girl, she asked to see my phone, see how cool it is. And then, like, whenever it was her bus stop, she got off the bus and she still had my phone. So I followed her because it's my phone and look how cool it is. And then, like, there's metal detectors at their school because,
Yeah,
they
that's
got
cool
metal
there.
detectors.
Yep.
And then so that she gave me the phone. She threw it at me, actually. And I caught it. But then I had to wait for the bus to come back here. And that's why I'm late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus Christ. I just don't understand it. Like, even growing up or nothing, like, why do you want to take things from other people? I had a job at that age. You a big ass girl. You can get a job too. Like, why don't you get a job so you can buy yourself nice things instead of you want to take people's stuff that work for it? That I've never understood that. Like, why do you want to take somebody else's
Why do you
things?
have it? Why do you have it?
Yeah.
Why do you have it and not her?
Because she didn't work for it.
Right.
Because you a lazy bum.
But you don't see it that way. If you don't have it.
If you yeah, I get it. Like even now, like some of my friends and stuff would be like, "Oh, you grew up like bougie and like you had more than other people." But I also worked at a young age, and I didn't get that from my parents. I just got a job.
Right.
It's like my dad bought us the basic stuff. I mean, we didn't have to we had more than a box of cereal for breakfast, but like. You know what I mean? Like, I still got a job at 14, and my dad didn't get me the job. My mom didn't get me the job. I put in the effort. I called every single day.
Nobody truly knows somebody else's scenario.
Yeah.
Right. That's just how it is.
Yeah, so it's just...
And you only know what you see from the outside.
Right.
Right.
That don't mean you take things from people, though.
Well, to some people it does.
I know. The thief is the worst. A person who just takes people's stuff like that. Just like, hey, I see you with that. I'm going to take it out your hand and then get off the bus. It's mine now.
I would, personally, I respect a thief person than I do a sponge. That's the sponge. I don't like
you.
The sponge.
You don't like, what you mean? You rather than like take your stuff than
somebody
like sponge off you?
incognito take something from me than the sponge. The person that's like, hey, you got like 50 cents for the soda machine.
Jesus.
Like if I had like 50 cents on
and
my
see, and
table,
that's why they're gonna take your 50 cents because you don't want to give it to them when they ask you.
it's the sponge. I can't do the sponge.
You end up turning the sponge into a thief because you won't let them sponge
That's
off of you.
true, but
And
at
then
least they're doing something to get there, right? Yeah.
At least they putting in some effort to get the 50 cents.
Yeah.
I guess that's a way to look at it.
Right. And then I don't know. It's just
No, I get what you're saying. I know, like when I go back to like my old neighborhood, like when we were younger, like I get it. Well, I never really got it because, like I said, I had a job before I like started smoking cigarettes or like any of that stuff. But like we would be like, drinking at a party or something in 16, 17, 18, around that, that age. And everybody used to share cigarettes. So like you be hitting a cigarette and then like somebody be like, oh, I got backs on that. And then like after you done, then you like hand it to them. Or like I'll be sitting there and the other people hand me cigarettes. Like, here, you want like, here you go. Like they hit it a few times and they just pass it to the next person. And I remember my mom being like, "What the fuck? Why are y'all fucking doing that? That's weird." Like, I
That's
never,
gross.
yeah, but I mean, I didn't really. I mean, that's just what everybody did back then. But it was like, well, I can buy my own cigarettes, so like, why am I sharing with people? And I think they did that because they didn't have money to buy cigarettes, so everybody shared it. But the last time I went back to the neighborhood a few years ago, I'm smoking a cigarette, and it's after COVID. And one of the guys say, "Let me get your backs on that." I was like, no. No, dude. No more sharing cigarettes. We're too old for that. If you can't afford cigarettes, you don't need to be smoking. It's that simple. But no, we're not. This is not when we were kids. We in our 30s now. No, I'm not sharing a cigarette with you. That's weird. It's like, do you not have any? Do you want? You can have one. No, I only want to smoke a little bit. Let me just have your. Like, no, that's fucking weird to me. Like, I don't know. So I get what you're saying. I don't like a sponge either.
It's the worst.
I know. You've known a lot of people like that.
I've known a few.
I've known a lot.
I've known a couple.
When we were kids, we would go up to the pizza place, and we was so stupid. We used to walk up, mob to the pizza place. It'd be like 20 of us, like all the neighborhood kids. We go up to the pizza place, and then I'll get like a small pizza for myself, and nobody else had money. So then everybody was like, "Can I have a piece of yours?" It's like, oh my god, why?
Well, you got a whole pizza.
I know you got a whole pizza. Can you share with us? It's like, why did y'all come up here with no money?
It's something to do.
Yeah, that's just nothing to do.
Yeah.
Let's just all make a Beyondi's trip, and then like don't
Always
have money.
need something to do.
It's like, and then back then the sandwiches was only $3. It's like you can't get $3 from your parents. It's like, Jesus. I just go out and rake leaves or like shovel snow, or like I had a whole hustle when I was younger than 14, and then after 14 I was good to go because I had a job. But I don't know. I guess you're right. How old was you when you started your first job?
16 or 17.
Jesus, you was a bum. Why you start so late? Because of football and like all the
wrestling,
sports
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff that you had to do.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you wake up, you go to the gym before school, and then after school you're at practice until 7, and then you got to do your homework. Like, where is it? And then Saturday's a tournament.
Yeah.
So when's the time to work?
I mean, I agree with you because I feel like, well, you were actively trying to get a scholarship or something to college, right? Through wrestling or something.
I wouldn't say that.
So you were just doing it as a hobby?
Well, I mean, like if that came your way, sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that wasn't the goal.
I don't know. I was trying to be good.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I remember once I started working, gymnastics kind of fell out the window a little bit. Like I tried to keep up with it a little bit, but like I couldn't do both, like you said. But then when you really look at it now that you're older, it was just a hobby. It's like, why not go work as a hobby instead of like do that? But that's kind of just how it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't you think that you have the rest of your life to work?
Yeah, but then you're not gonna have any monies to do things.
I know, but you got your whole life to work.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I was just on it early, man. I was like, I want to get a moped, and I want to get these shoes, and I want to get these things, and my dad's only gonna buy me Nikes. And I don't want them goddamn Nikes. It's like I want the nice Prestos or like whatever it was. Prestos was
Those
so
were
cool.
Nikes.
Those were Nikes.
Right.
But I think they were more expensive. I don't think we could get those. We only can get the $60 ones.
Okay.
I think Prestos were like 80.
Probably.
Yeah.
Very
My
expensive.
dad had like a specific, like, this is how much you get for shoes, and then you get
what
this
you
much
get.
for clothes. But like, if you want the nicer stuff, you have to work for it. That really sucked. But I had all the nice stuff. I had all the cool things in the neighborhood.
That's why you were bougie.
I guess. All right. Well, I think that's the end of the podcast. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of the Sweet Gravy Podcast. If you have any questions or suggestions, please go to sweetgravypod@gmail.com. And you can also check us out on YouTube and every other streaming platform.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye.